Hi, I'm Jon Peddie, and we're here today to discuss advanced computer graphics and GPUs with Darwesh Singh.
I'm Darwesh, founder and CEO of Bolt Graphics.
So, Darwesh, tell us a little bit about Bolt. I mean, we have plenty of GPU companies. Do we need any more? And if we do, why?
Yeah, um, I think what we wanted to do is take like a more unique approach to designing graphics processors in the first place. I think we wanted to go a little more further away from what's in the market today, and I think there's definitely a space for another graphics processor vendor in the market. What we're doing is so unique that I think we can provide a lot of differentiation for our users and customers.
Mm-hmm.
By taking a really unique approach. We were founded in 2020, and in 2024 we'll have customer silicon that or production silicon that's ready to ship to customers. And so we've been able to ramp really quickly and develop the IP and tested it and benchmark it really quickly, and we're able to shorten that time span a little bit.
So you've been in stealth mode for a while.
Yes.
If you started in 2020, then the idea probably percolated in what, 2018?
2014. Yes.
2014. Okay, so this speaks well for you because this says this is a long-term commitment,
Yes.
and that you and your team have somehow or other been managed to feed themselves with no income.
Yeah, it's been a long road. It's been really difficult. It's been really interesting that the market has changed so much, and I think it's actually for the better. The ray tracing market's much more mature. I think people
Mm-hmm.
understand the
Mm-hmm.
concept.
Mm-hmm.
People understand the use case. There are games, there are applications that are using this. People are making films that are 99% computer generated, and all of that's ray traced and simulated. And so we see that the market has grown a lot, and that it's ready for new entrants.
Mm-hmm. Well, GPUs can be used in a variety of applications.
Hmm.
Gaming, uh, conventional computer graphics, AI,
Hmm.
machine learning, etc. Are you looking at any particular niche, or are you going to be a general purpose GPU?
That's a great question. We're really focusing today on ray tracing and ray tracing applications in the film space, in the render farm space, in the cloud space, and even cloud gaming and those other applications. And eventually, yeah, we will sort of grow past ray tracing into more general purpose applications of graphics.
Mm-hmm.
But as a startup, we want to be really focused, and we're starting with ray tracing first.
Well, even ray tracing today
Hmm.
is a pretty crowded field.
Hmm.
Intel's doing it, AMD's doing
Hmm.
it, NVIDIA's doing it, boy is NVIDIA doing it. What are you going to bring to the party that they already haven't and maybe have in the pipeline of theirs?
Yeah. Um, like I said, I think our unique approach makes a big difference. We don't have an existing architecture to build around to conform to. So we kind of started from the ground up, and we started with a blank slate, and we said, how can we solve this problem at scale? And what we built is a really unique architecture. It doesn't look like a GPU, doesn't look like a CPU. It's really, really unique, and that brings benefits in terms of performance, efficiency, and even cost benefits that traditional GPUs that are maybe more general purpose can't really approach.
So this is a new architectural concept that
Yes.
you've come up with. It doesn't resemble anything in the world yet.
Yes.
Does it have the ability, intrinsic ability, to apply to other applications besides ray tracing? I could see where you could build a specialized ASIC-like device for ray
Hmm.
tracing, but that's all you've got. So how do you
Yes.
get beyond those barriers?
Yeah. There are some parts of our architecture that are generalizable. There are certain things in ray tracing that are that the computational aspect is applicable to other workloads. But in the end, we've built a fixed function ray tracing engine, and that really is focused towards ray tracing.
Well, even in ray tracing, we have specialization. So
Hmm.
first of all, you have your generalized APIs that you
Hmm.
better be compliant with,
Hmm.
right? And then there are ray tracing libraries, materials libraries, and things of that.
Hmm.
And then there's the applications themselves.
Hmm.
And so that space has been pretty well defined as
Yep.
to what you have to do to exist in that space without creating problems for your customers.
Hmm.
So how are you going to handle that?
We sort of take a two-step approach to supporting user applications that exist and new applications that may need to exist in the future. And the first is we definitely want to support existing APIs and tooling and products like the APIs like from the Kronos Group and
Mm-hmm.
DirectX
Mm-hmm.
and things like that. But we also have a proprietary SDK that gives the user much lower level control over the engines. And that's where you get much better performance and much better efficiency by using our proprietary APIs and SDKs. That said, we allow the user to kind of define, how they want to approach our engines and what parts they want to use and how they want to use them a little bit. And then we're also working with the application side, the game engines and the applications directly, the DCC tools and those guys directly, so that we can enable them to easier support our hardware.
Now, but when you talk about SDKs, you're talking about a sophisticated user.
Yes.
This is not going to be Joe Blow who says, "Oh, I think I'll do some ray tracing today." This is
Yes.
going to be something like a studio.
Exactly.
So is that your target audience?
I think that's our initial target audience, just to get the breadth of applications built, the powerful applications that can do a lot of things with it. But we're also, like I said, working directly with the game engines, a lot of the major game engines, and our goal is that a regular person that's using the game engine doesn't have to really worry about the specifics on what we do that's different. More so, they get the functionality that they desire. It's much faster, it's much more efficient, but in the end they don't have to really worry about whether it's a Bolt product behind it or whether it's an NVIDIA GPU or anything like that.
Well, it sounds almost like you're envisioning a plug-in, that you would be a plug-in to a game engine or to an application.
That's the initial step that we're taking. Eventually we will be fully integrated inside the backends of a lot of the major engines, but today, yes, we are doing prototyping and testing as a plugin.
When are we going to see this beautiful thing?
That's a great question. We have customers taping out chips in 5 nanometer next year, and we will start sampling those chips to customers later next year, and then we'll be able to go into production in early 2025.
So you just described an IP company, not a chip company.
Yes.
So is Bolt an IP company?
Yes, Bolt's an IP company. Our business model is similar to ARM, AlphaWave, Imagination Technologies, where we take we do all of the effort in designing the core, optimizing it, and then we work with our customers that go into silicon with that core.
Okay. Well, I'm looking forward to reading about this. Actually, I'm looking forward to writing about it.
Thank you.
It's been great talking to you.